Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off here to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore. In the west, northwest, we have Grunt here, also known as Nostalgia, fighting here for the German army, the Deutsches Afrikakorps here with the 16th Panzer Division with a double bike start. In the southeast is Jzuna, fighting for the British Commonwealth. Tally hoes, chaps and all that. And of course, fine T here with the British 1st Armoured Division. We got a double sapper section start here for Jzuna, as it sets out here to withstand the German oncoming onslaught here, as Grunt, of course, is looking to push down the main highways. So as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and hearty support of the Propagandacast. Big hearty thanks to Iron Fist for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. And finally, a big thanks to those who keep commenting, liking my videos, helps out immensely with YouTube algorithms, which otherwise would like to take me out somewhere in the desert of Nevada and bury me. So, bikes rushing forwards here. No battle groups yet here for either side. Samples pushing up the west side there with the Sten guns Mark II. South side, South pushing up. There we got the main section up the centre. And we got a Panzergrenadier squad out here for Grunt. It's a German army. Southern fuel point here has been seized by the bike. The COH3. Sabers laying down sandbags here. Interesting position there from Jzuna. Not one we see sandbagged a lot there. So that does stand out a bit there. I mean, I can sort of see the logic behind it. I mean, there's some heavy cover that could be used against them otherwise, but you know, it's still not something you see like really considered by most players otherwise so far in the sandbag meta. Let's move forward here. Basil, a greedy little kitty cat, wants some food, but it's not quite his dinner time yet, and he knows it. But he of course likes to pretend that I don't. Light support company up here for Grunt, again pretty much standard DAK meta. Double bikes, maybe one more unit, and then you push for, you know, Panzerjägers and Assault Grenadiers. Bike here being used to draw a 5. We've got a Dinger out here for Jzuna, hard counting one of the Dark Set, quickly pushing him back there. Panzerwing trying sort of sense to block here and prevent Jzuna's Dinger from pouncing upon the bike as if there was, you know, a baby in Australia. A section pushing forward here with a sapper support as well there. Bikes here both in heavy need repairs. Another section away there for Jzuna and the British Empire cut-off point there, exposed to British assaults. Basil really trying his best to, like, you know, make it seem like it is his dinner time, but it isn't. Panzer engaging the section, Dingo racing in there with his little Bren gun there mounted in the front. And there we go, Assault Grenadiers out here for Grunt. Bikes pushing on the cut-off point here, narrowly preventing the Brits from ending a neutral. Very close call here, the section moving in, Dingo racing in the south, Panzer Pune moving up here. And there you go, cut-off point nonetheless cut off. Fuel point there being hit by the sappers. Panzer Grenadiers occupying the main villa here. As one bite, there's pushback again, heavily damaged here. Panzer Pune up the south side here. Jzuna's got a stranglehold here on Grunt's cut-off point. We do have the Assault Grenadiers ready with the MP40s, the Maschinenpistolen 40, which was a further development of the MP38. The main difference was just basically the MP40 was much, much easier to mass produce, being largely made out of stamped metal. Got the Dingo there falling back. Panzer's popping northwards there. Stamp metal is a lot easier to mass produce than the previous methods before that. There you go, Panzer being pushed back here. Section moving in sappers as well there. Dingo there a bit dinged up, but overall good to go. Grunt here with a second Assault Grenadier squad here. More MP40 wielding gentlemen of an assaulty caliber and quality. Cat is being a bit annoying there. We got the platoon command post out. I'm just going to see if I can't nap the cat so he becomes significantly less annoying. Pushing forwards here with the MP40 spraying down any British forces in their way. Quick smoke grenade here to try and block out the Dingo, effectively icing the other troops. Of course, there are more troops down here. We also got the Bren gun on the way there for Jzuna's forces. Gonna cause them a nice boost there against attacking German infantry up north here. Dingo pushing back another bike here, as again, Grunt is looking to, like, you know, get past here Jzuna and his forces. But the Dingo's doing quite a good job there. It's like shutting down any bike movements here from Grunt and the German army here quite well. There you go. Both sections push back. The flamethrower MP40 combo there. Actually overwhelming them there. Dingo there being now thwarted by more German infantry. Bike there, they were spotting a few sappers sneaking about in the south. And one bike finally is exploded here by the Dingo, but the Dingo itself is at high risk of getting knocked out here. Can Jzuna get it out of there? Yes, he can. Would have certainly hurt him a bit there if he were to lose it there. And now we do get the Humber armored car here for Jzuna. Allows some more anti-infantry pressure here versus Grunt, or sometime down the light vehicles, though of course it is quite vulnerable to anti-tank rifles and other sort of, say, caliber weapons like that, and anti-tank as well. They can't really take a lot of damage, but on the other hand, it is fairly cheap, affordable, and maneuverable, and it does have a lot of utility ability. It can deploy smoke, it can mark targets with veterans you want. So there's a lot to it if you're willing to accept the risk. Of course, not all players are, but those that are can typically, like, get fairly well rewarded. And there we go, we got two L640s out here for Grunt, which of course means he's gone for Italian infantry, so that's two light tanks. Humber there spotting the bike here, engaging him with its auto cannon. Almost got it. And, oh, there we go, straight into the L640s, so we immediately proceed to tear apart the Humber armored car. Got the catch. Ow. Trying to get him. Ow, ow, ow. There we go, sorry about that. Just need to get him a bit occupied until it's actually dinner time. L640 rushing 40, already veterans 1. Definitely a bit of a blow there to Jzuna. Certainly also one of the weaknesses of the Humber. If your opponent does go for the double L640s, it's kind of going to get toasted. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to pop a screenshot. That was the cat. Again, not quite wanting to play ball and hitting the screenshot key there. I do apologize. I do apologize. Hope it just also didn't hit court key there. In the process, the enter court key. Same thing pushed back with the 12-640. So that's a really good move there, of course, for Grunt. Very powerful move. British wave of troops moving out there from the base. Sitting forwards. And no, I did not stop the recording. Just had to make sure. You never know with Basil when he wants to be, a bit cheeky. 6-pounder gun for Jzuna alongside anti-tank to help deal with the light Italian tanks here. Almost had it there, second L640 equipped with the flamethrowers there, then Lancia Fiamme. German forces pushing forwards here. Of course, gives them a lot of anti-infantry, and to extend with this one also some light anti-vehicle. But that said, they can't take a lot of damage, similar to the Humber. And they do lack some of the utility of the Humber, so after a certain point, they do tend to run into a bit of a brick wall, if you will. So there's definitely some risks involved here for Grunt, but typically, if you're going for them, you're looking to, win the match before those risks become apparent. There you go, massive losses for Jzuna. Even lost a section there. Heavy losses for him and the British. No sign of any battle group yet there for the British forces here. L640 there being upgraded. Tank they made in large numbers before the war. Then they realized the tank wasn't that great, but of course still had to use it because the Italian industry couldn't really produce a lot of other tanks fast enough. A bunch were converted into some Aventus with a 47mm gun. Very tiny assault guns, if you will. And some would still see service with a variety of German units as well once, the Italians surrendered to the Allies and the rest got basically taken over by the Germans. They would still make use of L640s in various roles. In some cases, they'd be used as reconnaissance tanks for various units, including Fallschirmjägers in Normandy. There's like one unit that actually had some L640s there. I think it was the 6th Fallschirmjäger Division. Was it the 3rd one? Might have been the 3rd one, 6th Fallschirmjäger or whatever. But they had basically their Aufklärungsabteilung equipped with these. In fact, I think 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division. So, little fun story there. More Panzerjägers for Grunt. We'll have to see, of course, what Jzuna goes for next. I mean, his entire plan there definitely went pretty aggressively sideways. Soldiers mount in the center here. Flamethrower tanks in the flank here. 6-pounder gun trying to deal with it. Assault on the other side here. Dingo racing in. I think he might try and use it to block the light tanks here. Does he have any snares? Yes, he does. This is going to be crucial to at least trying to somewhat stop the tanks. But there you go. Anti-tank for this being utterly pulverized. Got one of the tanks here. Troops being suppressed here. L640 there incinerating the British forces. Burninating the Tommies. An absolutely brutal development here for Jzuna. He did get one of the tanks, but at an incredible cost. Even his Vickers got pretty much put to pasture here by the German army. Things looking pretty rough. If he got Italian or Indian artillery out here for Jzuna, not Italian artillery, it's definitely not what he's ever going to get. That's the British. 6-pounder gun there, wrecked by the Germans. So right now, Jzuna is in an incredibly tough spot. 2 sappers, 1 section with a Bren gun, and a dingo versus a good amount of German troops there. Pilfered machine gun, and of course still 1 incendiary light tank there. So really rough spot here for Jzuna and the British 1st Armoured Division to find itself in. Got the Bren gunners there dealing with the assault gunners at range at least. You've got the Gurkhas out there adding the Thompson submachine gun. L640 still at it. We're gonna have to, I guess, see another anti-tank gun soon here. Try and just deal with that one. But of course, we'll have to see what Jzuna actually picks up on. But so far, this has been going steadily very well there for Grunt and the Germans here of the 16th Panzer Division. Sappers heading eastwards. Yeah, Jzuna is definitely in position. Okay, he's going to go for Stuart light tanks, which, I mean, kind of also makes sense. They can sort of deal with this, can deal with the variety of the DAK light vehicles, and still pressure the infantry. Sort of still cost affordable. Obviously, it's not an ideal situation to go for Stuart light tanks at this timing, but you consider the overall bigger picture, it's probably one of Jzuna's best options for, like, maybe turning this around. And more crucially, putting an end to this L640 with Swedish flamethrower is giving Jzuna an absolute nightmare of a time. The M640 here certainly highlighting one of the things that, like, you know, even if it's like a terrible tank, if it's the only tank in the field, and it doesn't matter, it's the best tank. Because again, there's like no other tanks to oppose it. Up north, the mine goes off. They almost takes out the Panzergrenadier escort. We also got volunteer infantry for Jzuna that will certainly help him absorb some of the losses. We got the Arctot on the way there for Grunt here. Gurkhas there with the Thompsons raking through the assault grenadiers. Snares here in the 250 half deck. Got it. Small win there for him. Might even get the Panzer Pioneer. L640 bring in that Bren section there. With an anti-tank, going to be at trouble here with the L640. Stuart light tanks can happen as well there for Jzuna. And there you go. M3 Stuart on the way. Section there being hunted down with the L640. Vecchi 2 there. They are quite experienced in burning Englishmen. I'm sure they will get a medal from Il Duce himself if they survive this battle. Trying to get a white here, need to get that out of the base. He's using the dingo to try and block the L640 from pursuing the infantry further to the base here, and it narrowly works out there. Talk about a close call there for Jzuna. He's hanging on the precipice, but he's fighting. Arctot out here, Grunt moving into the slightly bigger armoured vehicles than the L640, but soon the Stuart light tank is going to be around the corner. We got propaganda war, we got booby traps. Got the Stuart light tank here ready. Of course, there's still a lot of Panzerjägers, and of course, those will be a bit of a headache here and a half for the Stuart light tank. But there it goes, spotted the light tank, using the sappers as bait. They're almost, I suspect, he was able to bait this L640s away from the Panzerjäger escort there, alongside the Arctot. Really good here for Jzuna. If you can take out the L640, that's going to be a huge win here for him. Never mind, just, you know, the satisfaction of finally putting an end to it after all the grief it's given him. All the Englishmen it has claimed. But there you go, Panzerman needs to sit with those Panzerjägers for the Gurkhas fast. Got the light tank there, that's a definite win here for him. Panzerjägers there, getting ripped apart by the Gurkhas. Thompsons at close range, absolutely crushing them, hitting on mine. L640 getting away. Fighting here is absolutely brutal, but Jzuna is meeting the challenge. He's rising to it, even as things are exploding and dying and straight up burning in the streets here. Absolutely impressive gameplay. Briefly considered another Stuart, but decided against it. Oh, goes for it after all. Perhaps realizing that at the moment, it doesn't actually have a lot of other options. There you go, battling off. Hopefully entertained until it actually is his dinner time, which isn't too far off. It's just, you know, sometimes he decides It's his dinner time now. Because that's how cats operate. Up north here. Panzerjägers there with the northern victory point. Sappers in a bit of trouble. Cut-off point here. We got a lot of German pressure there on the cut-off point, making it difficult here for Jzuna to even get his fuel point back here. Connected south side here. Might offer a better path here for Jzuna for now. Sappers they got the northern region, but again, it's disconnected. Victory points wise, Jzuna is also trailing behind a Grunt here quite aggressively. Arkart diving in.
Territory sector lost.
Stewart rolling in. Engaging the assault grenadiers there. We got the Vickers there firing away, but obviously not going to do anything to this piece of stout American engineering. Got a machine gun bunker on the cutoff point. Grunt is just leveraging all he can here versus Jzuna. Does make sense.
Commandant, we have command points available to us.
Gurkhas heading westwards there, backed up by the section. 6 pounder guns on the way.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the
Got
enemy.
Panzerjägers and half-tracks. And then go several hits here, but the Stewart there could be in trouble. Other Stewart being going for the fuel point. Sappers arriving here. Got the 250 half-track. A tiny win here for Jzuna. But he's slowly clawing his way here forwards. Like grabbing whatever tiny win he can here incrementally versus Grunt at every possibility. I think that's a very sensible move here. That said, his left push here is under-supported versus any kind of armor light vehicles out of Grunt. You can see this is quickly exploited by Grunt with his Aktrad. Anything back at the base here for Grunt? No, not yet. Fix up the Stewards. They are in dire repairs. We've got a Marder 3 here for Grunt to help deal with the Stewart light tanks. Got the assault guns encountering the veteran 3 infantry section and quickly overcome them with a power of MP40s. The machine and pistol in field sick. First Stewart fixed, second one it repairs, and the Gurkhas there with the Thompsons are moving out once more to meet the German foe. But the situation here for Jzuna remains perilous, even as he's, again, applying minor blows to Grunt here and there, and the 16th Panzer Division. We got mine swords being laid up here around the fighting nest there, not fighting nest, bunker or Panzer Nester. Marder ready. So what will Jzuna go for next? More Stewards? Will he take up at some point? Anti-tank guns more? More infantry could also be an idea, particularly with all these Panzerjägers. More Gurkhas could be a way to put an end to them. We'll have to see. Got a howitzer right there for Grunt. Yeah, Jzuna moving up the south side. It's pretty much his best bet because it's where, as you might notice, Grunt really doesn't have like a significant amount of machine guns or anything like really defending it. He's not dug in defenses, not laid down mines, so trying to move up across here I think easily makes the most sense for Jzuna tactically and strategically. Ambers are later for Grunt and the Germans.
Enemy points at 75.
75 points left. Jzuna has to attack soon. Grunt of course needs to protect this assault well enough. Almost got the octave. Then there we go, moving in here. Got it. Stewart taking heavy fire there from the Panzerjägers. Marder there nearby. Could take on the Stewards. Gurkhas moving forwards. Gotta wipe somewhere as well. That's a small win there for Jzuna against Grunt. Got the Arctard. Got a wipe section hitting a mine. But now the center victory point is open. Machine gun has turned around to deal with it. Of course, they can pop a smoke grenade. More Gurkhas have arrived. No smoke there. We do get a shield on Granada off. Section occupying the machine gun. Gurkhas pushing forward. 6 pounder on the move here. Occupying the hill here will mean they can find down the Marder here. As now Grunt is fighting downhill. This is definitely a tactical advantage here for Jzuna, and then somebody can exploit this. 6 pounder gun shots great in the Marder. Machine gun gates cleared out by the Steward, meaning he can actually get his Vickers back from the Germans. Grunt here suddenly taking a lot of casualties. Got propaganda war here, trying to well, demoralize the British position here. Your tea is suck. Is suck? What does that mean? I don't know, but it makes me feel awfully demoralized. Oh, Gurkhas white now. That's more than demoralizing. More Gurkhas out here for Jzuna. Vickers there though. Putting up a stout fight, but smoke grenade from the assault grenadiers covers the Panzerjägers. Stewards here blasting into the advancing assault grenadiers. Other one good to go here. Fighting for the center, for the main villa. Continuously at a brutal breakneck pace here. Stewart moving up here. Could score some wipes here on Grunt, who's going for the Panzermate Commando. Perhaps a bit late to the party, but better late than never. Assault gun is getting absolutely mauled here by the Vickers now that the smoke is lifted, and they do not have any smoke themselves. Gurkhas moving up there. Stewards there going for the machine gun bunker there.
The enemy has only 50 points.
50 points left. Jzuna's position remains highly contentious and dangerous.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Marder being repaired. Troop reinforcing healing. Panzerarmee Commando almost done here for Grunt and the 16th Panzer Division.
Control of a victory point.
Gurkhas heading westwards. Got Bren sections nearby. Marder moving up. Saps taking heavy fire. Grabbing the eastern fuel point there. Jzuna's really staging a hell of a comeback here now versus Grunt. Now Grunt has the Panzerarmee Commando, could push for Panzer IIIs, which are definitely going to be tough for the stewards to deal with. So things are about to get possibly very ugly here for Jzuna again. We also got the rest of his abilities picked out here.
Our munitions point is being neutralized.
Mines going
by
off
the
here.
enemy.
Good work by Grunt mining while still had a good chunk of the map. Thumbs up to that for sure. We also got a Panzer Pioneer squadron up. We got multiple mines on the northern victory point. Meanwhile, the southern victory point, comparatively, it has no mines down there from Jzuna. We got the Bren gun Gurkhas here just holding up with the Lee Enfield rifles and the Bren gun. We got training here for him. Does make sense with, again, multiple Gurkhas and other stuff there. But he needs to get his hands on this northern victory point. Like, he can't afford to, like, lose many more victory points.
The territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
So something needs to change soon. Meanwhile, we got the Panzer III there for Grunt and the 16th Panzer Division. Panzer Pioneer withdrawing.
We're losing ground
Yep.
for the victory
I think in
point.
part what I was trying to do is maybe even try and get bait Jzuna into the minefield and then push up to further then punish him. Gurkhas, of course, could send to maybe grenade them out. Steward could also be dispatched here. We'll have to see what he does. But it seems like he's more keeping the stewards around here, anticipating that Grunt is going to make the main push here for the south, which, I mean, by all appearance, it does appear from our perspective. So it's not the wrong assumption here that Jzuna has. Panzer Pioneer withdrawn here.
Panzer III on station.
And there you go, Panzer III here, ready for Grunt. Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L.
Proximity alarm near our fuel point.
Getting ready for the push here, 6-pounder gun needs to get into position. There you go, Grunt moving forwards. No artillery support from him though. Panzer III taking hits from the 6-pounder gun, assaults moving straight ahead here. No attempt to flank him from the north or major flanks in the south here. Grenade assaults here being chucked. We got smoke grenades, but there you go, the assault guns getting absolutely wrecked there by one hell of a grenade assault. They are the Gurkhas. He got very lucky he didn't suffer any wipes there, to be honest. Panzerjägers advancing here. Gurkhas, though, themselves are now getting brutally mauled, but that assault there definitely was a bit lacking there from Grunt tactically. That was pretty raw there. And, like, again, cost him so much damage and a lot of unnecessary casualty. In fact, might even see a wipe here. The Vic's now ripping into troops here. Panzer's in trouble. Panzer's going for the steward. Might have a good chance taking out here, but it could cost him a lot more to take out that steward. Yeah, he might actually lose the Panzer III on top of getting the steward. Got the Panzerjäger's loss as well there. So while Jzuna's definitely taking some losses himself, I would say he's definitely doing a lot more damage to his opponent that way. Can he get the Panzer III out of there, and will those Panzerjägers survive it? Got the Panzer III here. Definitely a questionable call there by Grunt. It cost him a lot of forces there. Perhaps Grunt there getting a bit desperate just to close out the match fast. It's definitely causing some miscalculation, which is easily benefiting Jzuna. The assault grenadiers are back in action, but definitely lost some momentum. And definitely giving Jzuna here more time to recover. In fact, he's exploiting this by now going for the company command post. Bit risky, but this could also allow him to go for the foot guards, which would certainly, with the infantry training, provide him with a lot more firepower there versus Grunt's forces. So while it is risky, I do see the logic. And I do think I agree with the risk taken here. Northern point falling to the Germans, but the southern point is falling to the British. You can see there Jzuna's fortifying the centre here. Of course, it still needs to, like, hold one of the other 2 victory points. So you can't, like, put too many units on the center as well there. And there's certainly a bit of questionable element in leaving an entire Gurkha section there in a building there for the center one. But there you go, he's moving that away. Another Panther here for Grunt. Company command post almost here for Jzuna. Can't go for the foot gas right away. He's also not too far away from the Crusader tank. And I suppose by extension not too far from Matilda. All 3 options are viable. Gurkhas the moving forwards, ripping through the Panzer Grenadiers, but they're themselves taking a lot of damage. Panzer III right around the corner for Grunt and the German arm in the 16th Panzer Division. And there we go, we do get the Crusader here for Jzuna, a bit more speedy, and fast and punchy, though obviously not quite as tanky as the Matilda. Got the Panzer III ready here for Grunt. Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. German forces moving from the north. They got the Gurkhas moving up. More sappers here for Jzuna to, of course, repair his tanks and maybe also just help grab points. Another grenade assault here, and this time the Grunt is not quite lying. 2 squads take massive losses from, but still taking a lot of damage here. Panther III, they're fighting for the rescue. 2 assault gun squads bang down in the Gurkhas, forcing them to withdraw, but they themselves suffered so much here. There's not really much point in keeping around there. Like, I think any risk here is basically going to be quickly biting him in the arse if he's not careful. Basically, because his squads are so low on health there. But he's pushing forward to the Panther III here. Got the 6-pounder gun that ready. So the smoke seems to be slightly obscuring his line of fire. Crusader moving up. No upgrade to the Mark III Crusader yet. Still got the 2-pounder gun. Panther III taking heavy damage. Grunt here at risk of losing another Panther III here to the British. Without much to show for it. Bounce there. Very fortunate for Grunt. And there you go. Panzerjägers will prohibit a push here for the Panther III unless it goes for a really long round. And there you go. Martyr Fist roll on the scene. Still, Jzuna here. Even unable to take out the Panther III is still inflicting a lot of damage here to Grunt. Not Grunt. And he's holding a good chunk of the map here. South side. Sappers moving forwards. Really tough spot to win right now here for Grunt. Of course, Jzuna's situation is still precarious. He's still down to 34 victory points. Any mistake from his side or any like really clever move from Grunt could still win this match in the blink of an eye. So, well, his position is still strong. It's not without, its, massive potential, like, downfalls. Gurkhas, they're being special northwards. Heavily equipped and heavily veteran. Panzer III fixed up. Southern fueling seized by the sappers there. Go lots of mines again. Really good work there by Grunt with all these mines. Thumbs up. Neko occupying the house seat, making great use of the building here to fire the flamethrower down the Gurkhas. Panther III arriving. Worth noting, no machine gun there upgraded on it. Another Panther III for Grunt. More Panzers. Southwest here, we've got the assault catching the sapper section here. Could score a wipe here with a bit of good luck. Or not. So they're fixed up. Still not upgraded here to the Mark III by Jzuna. Intentionally, I mean, it could be because the Crusader Mark II is better versus infantry, as the Mark III is better versus armor. Of course, who's prioritizing infantry does make more sense to not upgrade the Crusader tank. Just a quick note there. South side, they're quick rushing in here. 250 points left for the Germans as the Allies 34. Second Panther III ready here for Grunt and the German army. The Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. So that's 2 Panther IIIs now, plus Armada. Biggest crime on the southern victory point. Now the Panther III upgrading machine guns. We got Grunts being researched by Jzuna. 2 thumbs up. So he's getting Grunts to take on Grunt. Going in hard here. Getting snared up. Crusader being pushed back. Martyr supporting the advance here. Strong push here by Grunt, but the lead Panther III that needs to be withdrawn. It's taking too much damage, and there's a risk of being knocked out here by Jzuna. 34 was 214. Triple cap going on for now, but again, you can soon begin going for the M3 Grunt, which was basically a British version of the M3 Lee with a different turret. I just didn't like the one on the M3 Lee. They thought it too small, and I guess they didn't like the Cupola MG, which was a very unique design on the M3 Lee. There we go. We do get the Grunt here buffed in the recent patch. Mines here from Jzuna. Alright, chaps. Get down these mines and don't mistake them for soup canisters like last time. Jenkins lost his teeth. And his hands. Crusader withdrawing here. Marder punching forward Panther as well. They're dashing forwards. Gurkhas here by the Villa are easy targets for the advancing Panzerkampfwagens. Grunt almost ready. 6 Panzer guns setting up here. Gurkhas pushed off. Nice shot then the Panther assault grenadiers. Panzer grenadiers moving forwards. And there you go. M3 Grunt here ready for Jzuna. Assault going forward. You can see Jzuna has been pushed off from the Villa here. 1 Gurkha section remaining. Could get a wipe here if the Panther fleets can't stop them soon enough. Looks like they got away narrowly. Grunt moving forward here. Taking edge from the Marder. Guns blazing. Crusader supporting it. Still not upgraded. That Crusader surprisingly enough. Panzer grenadiers wiped out there. Grunt turning its guns here onto the M3 of the Marder here. The Grunt is being slightly overwhelmed here, and so Jzuna withdraws it, but still he has been able to prevent the center victory point from falling to the Germans. And the Panzer squad got wiped. They're dropping behind the MT-34. Another Panther fleet from Grunt. Got the M3 there, Lee there being repaired. Which apparently was somewhat liked by its British crews in North Africa, in part amongst other things because it was, air conditions. It was much more comfortable to drive in than a British tank. Plus the gun itself wasn't exactly bad for that period. South side there, Brent section moving in. 34's on 53 here. A third Panther fleet almost down there for Grunt. And there you go. Got the Grunt tank ready. Another Panther fleet ready. There'd be few Grunts actually enlisting service in Italy. Most of them saw service in North Africa before they got replaced by the Sherman. There's some would still see service in the Pacific. Apparently they're fairly well liked because the third time the gun there apparently had some really good canister shots, which was very appreciated in the Pacific. And there you go, pushing northwards here. Panther fleet rushing in to meet the British assault here as Jzuna orders his men forwards here for the glory of the King. There you go, Panther responding here to the advancing British forces here. Machine guns and main guns blazing away there. Center, we got Sapsman forwards here. Crusader bombarding. And there you go, Panther fleet's diving in here, going for the Grunt. Oh, lead tank here, staying locked down for the Grunt here. 6 Panzer gun supporting. Crusader supporting here. Smoke deployed here. Grunt almost down to half health here. 34's on the 15. Thought there's a bit more action there. By the center there wasn't. All Panther fleets survived, but so do the Grunt and the Crusader. Still, that was some pretty intense fighting. Neat Panzer Peony over here, but Grunt is clearly lacking that. Down 105 versus Jzuna's 34. Jzuna's actually soonish within reach of another Grunt tank, which would definitely be a bit of a headache here for Grunt if he has to face off against more Grunts. Got another 6 Panzer gunner for Jzuna. Guess he's not in a Grunt mood. It's additional Grunt mood.
Territory sector out of contact.
Supplementing forwards. Panther fleet swinging in. Got team weapon training. In fact, almost got training for all of his stuff there, except for the light vehicles. Basically at this point. Grunt is almost fully fixed up. Grunt switching axis of attack here. Of course, still has a smaller force up on the northern point. We got the Bren Gurkhas moving up. We got Panther fleets, assaulters, and Panzerjägers blocking that. Attempt there, though. We got the Grunt now moving in here. Firing its third minute gun there at the German Infantry. Moving ahead here. German forces here being bombarded by the Grunt tank. Being pushed out here. Continued build up here in the center, but building up towards what is of course the big question. Southern victory point's probably the easy one to rush for. Northern point about to fall again here as Jzuna orders his men and armor forwards. There we go, the Grunt in the centre, swing in here. Looking to outflank here the centre, but stops up. I think instead of diving in deeper, perhaps concerned about mines. It makes his tanks an easy target for anti-tank fire. We got some propaganda war in there, but the angle of that is definitely a bit not ideal. Unless, of course, we are the British. Up north here, Panther is the Gurkhas there. We got 34-62. Crusader Grunt moving in here. Panther 3 supporting the Assault Grenadiers. But it's not looking easy for them. Gurkhas advancing, taking fire there. North there, Panther feet being stuffed off there. Got 34 versus 52. Crusader there taking hits from the Panther 3's. Assault gun is routed. And there you go, Gurkhas being stopped here with the Panther 3's. Fresh wave of troops here. Another push by Grunt here to gain the centre. But can he get past Jzuna's Grunt? Smoke off here. Further south here we got the Panzer being spotted by the Bren section. And are going to get cut down. 34 to 38 here. 33. 30. We got perimeter monitor here, which more or less seals the deal, I think, here against Grunt. Nobody's going to be able to grab points while undercover that. 21 points left. Crusader going for the Panther 3s. They're both heavily damaged now. Grunt moving in there. And there you go. Panther 3 down. 6 points. 8 points, and that is it. GG, game over. A loss here for Grunt, a victory for Jzuna, a desperate battle. There were some really, really bad moments here for Jzuna with those early light Italian tanks. I'm almost just completely crushing him, but he was able to like overcome that and get past and actually win the match there for a fairly good maneuver here by flanking up for the south here, avoiding the main defensive Grunt attack from an angle where he clearly wasn't ready, and that way slowly gaining into the match again. They're really well played by Jzuna. Really well played. Grunt, meanwhile, struggled a bit, I think, to adapt to what's going on, then ultimately just sort of slowly lost out there with some less than ideal counterattacks that cost him a lot more than he gained. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a family, and as always, you can support the Propagandacast by donating a pledge on Patreon. This is Imperial News and cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.